Welcome to a special episode here of the Whiskey Wise Man.
Is it special?
Ooh, right.
Or is it just a normal episode?
Well, I think it's special. We are going to dabble with the Ben Holladay soft red wheat.
Holladay?
Dabble.
Well, yeah. No, Ben Holladay.
Doc Holladay.
Man, live.
That's a different one.
Yeah, that's a different. That's
we did have one of those though.
Yeah, we did.
We'll have to get to that on a different episode. We might be able to get that bottle.
Yeah, we'll get the bottle. I don't want the juice. Good Lord.
The bottle is.
So Ben Holladay, that's our episode.
Yeah, Ben Holladay's our episode. And not just Ben Holladay, but this one is the soft red wheat. Mm-hmm. We have the regular 6-year offering, I believe, which is bottled and bond. And then we have the Rickhouse proof.
I got to be honest. Have I had these with you guys? Because they're open. I don't know if you've had these.
This looks like 2 pours out.
Yeah, I don't know that I've had these, to be honest. Like, I think you might have had these.
It's only me and you, bro.
You might have had these. This one you probably had at like a bigger Thirsty Thursday.
Yeah.
With more people. But I don't feel like I've had either one of these. So for me, this will be a first.
Yeah. Yeah, so the soft red wheat is an offering, with the Ben Holladay. They also have the, I think it's called the Missouri Straight Bourbon that they offer as well. Which is, now that I've got it here in front of me, I just want to make sure we say it right. The soft red is a mix of 73% corn, 15 wheat, and 12% barley. So
wheat or rye?
This one is wheat. So the soft red is corn, wheat, and barley.
Okay.
So
the other one is rye.
Yeah, the other one has a little tickle of rye.
Yeah. Same mash bill, but the 15% is rye instead
of wheat.
Yeah.
Yep. Sorry. Yeah, so we'll jump right into the bottle and bond.
Well, what did they say about that when you did the executive steward course with the
here we go. What?
I'll stop so you can.
No, go ahead.
Do your thing,
dude. I thought this was a.
That didn't do anything.
Because it's a.
No, I think that's awesome that happened to you.
Dude, I was kept trying to pop it. I'm like, damn.
I've never seen Mike so disappointed.
No, what did they say in your executive steward? Like, obviously, the different mash bills make it taste different, but like, are there specific qualities about rye, wheat, the different things that they teach about, or no? They're just like, there's different bills.
No, they do.
Because they do have different profiles. Like wheat, tastes.
Absolutely. So obviously the corn has to be there for bourbon. For it to be bourbon, but also for the sweetness is a lot of times why they do that. And then the rye, the rye usually gives it like the little bit of a spice. Kind of like a...
Yeah, it does make it a little hotter.
I don't want to say pepper, but like just a little... Some of them you get pepper on.
What's this one we're trying to get first? It's
the
wheat. Soft red wheat?
Yeah.
So what about wheat? What's the profile on that one?
I'm not exactly sure.
I'm
sure they talked about
them,
it, but...
Yeah.
Wheat, I think it's another like kind of sweetener, right? It just kind of makes it sweeter. Softer, sweeter.
So this is...
I tend to like wheaters. Like I like the Wellers.
I
like all those. Isn't Old Fitz a wheater too?
It is.
Yeah, we like.
Yeah, I like wheaters until it gets too old. Like I don't like 12-year Weller, but that'll be a different episode.
Yeah.
But so this is aged 6 years in new charred oak barrels, 100 proof, Rickhouse C, 2023.
Dude, that is so good.
Do they not have corks
in
any of their bottles?
This is cheap.
It does smell good.
It's cheap too. It's like, and you can find these in a lot of places, and they're $40 to $60.
Absolutely.
Ish.
All day long.
Yeah.
Ooh,
all day.
That is good.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So the regular one, the bottom bond's like 40, 45, maybe 50 at most.
That's really good.
The Rickhouse proof is a little bit more, maybe 60, 65.
I just had a special one that I got when I went up to Tennessee a few weeks back. It was called Single Barrel Bourbon.
Oh, is that the one you share with all your friends?
Yeah, the one that apparently didn't make it back to Florida.
Yeah,
but
thanks, man.
Thanks.
If you ever get a chance,
chugged it.
Yeah,
you have a picture of that, right?
I got a picture of the bottle.
Yeah, but you send me the picture so I can put it in.
Yeah, I'll send the picture so you guys can see
what he didn't share with us.
Yeah, well, it's an age stated. I think it was like 8 years and 3 months or something like that. But it was a little spicy, but outstanding. It was a really good bottle. Very similar to this. If you guys like bottled and bond, this is one of the best, I think, for the $40 to $60 range.
It's really good.
This is really good.
This is better than Weller Special Reserve, and I like Weller Special 100%. Reserve.
Yeah, but that's not bottled and bond.
No.
What's it? We're gonna test Joe on something. You ready, John?
Mm-hmm.
Bottled and bond is what proof?
100.
Man,
always. It's aged for 4 years. It has to be aged a minimum of 4 years in a government facility
Man, you would pass the bourbon steward exam.
Right. He's almost there.
Yeah. Almost there.
Yeah.
These are 6 years. Both of these
it was
are 6.
advocated heavily for by Colonel E.H. Taylor, who got it passed because they were diluting the whiskey at the time.
Well, I wonder what happened. I wonder what happened to his name, because he went from Colonel to Colonel. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
if you haven't seen that episode, check out the E.H. Taylor episode, because we definitely talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I felt bad for that guy. You know, it's like,
it was always Colonel, John.
Yeah, he went from small batch to
barrel proof.
A small batch is the worst offering. And again, we mentioned this in a couple episodes, but you find that anywhere now. And I mean, it is a cool setup, right? Like in the box, all that. But it is the worst offering on E.H. Taylor's, because like the rye and the barrel proof.
It's also the cheapest though. Yeah. So it's. I mean, they gotta start the line somewhere.
I know, but I hear people, they'll say, "Oh, I like E.H. Taylor," and I was one of these people the first time I remember, because I go, "Oh, I'm having E.H. Taylor," and you're like, "Yeah, small batch?" ? And I was like, "I don't know, is that the only one?" And you're like, and I was like, "It was so good."
Shook our heads.
And then you collected all of them, because that's what you do. And then I tried barrel proof rye, all this, and I was like, "Whoa, straight barrel."
But I'm looking at it like across the board. You know, looking at the distilleries as an entry level bottle, something that you would say, okay. What would be, if you mentioned Buffalo Trace, what would be something that you would expect somebody to have tried or whatever? For me, for Buffalo Trace, it would be Buffalo Trace, because I think from a branding standpoint, from a foundational standpoint of the brewery, or not brewery, but the distillery, is like Buffalo Trace is like the flagship, right? And then everything else from Buffalo Trace is just a branch.
Can I talk about something like that? So I used to think, we know this because we talked about this, Buffalo Trace, Blantons, that was so amazing if you found them. And I think that's fine if you're there. But then you realize, like, when you go, like, a long time and you start doing this a lot, then you talk to other people who are like, yeah, I'm into it too. And then they mention those things, and you're like, eh. And I feel bad about that.
Yeah.
Like, do you feel bad about it? Because I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I've tried other stuff.
The only reason I feel bad about it is because there's so much other stuff right? Like, that is not nearly as hard to get, and it's twice as good.
And that doesn't even mean expensive. Like, that's the other thing people like. I didn't understand this at first, because I disagreed, because all the good stuff I tried in the beginning was expensive. And so you used to say, like, oh, just because the price doesn't correlate with how good it is. And I'm like, oh, that's not true. But when you've tried enough, and you've tried enough expensive stuff, there's been bottles I bought, all of us bought, that we're excited about, and then it's so disappointing. And it's like, price definitely does not correlate.
Yeah.
You know, and you just learn so much, I feel like, as you go along. It's fun, but it's also like you meet people and they're like, yeah, I'm into bourbon too. And then you talk to them and you're like,
Well, what gets me every time is somebody's like, man, I'm into bourbon. I was like, oh, really, man? What do you like? He's like, well, I like the one with the horse on the top.
Yeah, but you're like so far ahead, because like I like Blantons too. I don't think Blantons is bad.
I don't think it's bad. I just think that for the money now, with the price increases that Buffalo Traces went through on Blantons, the hype is more than the juice.
I think it's that, but I also think it's like, and this does make a little more sense to me the more stuff I try. I think you've tried so much stuff that, to Mike's point, like when you've tried so much stuff, you're like, well, Blantons it's good, but there's other stuff that's better, you know.
Yeah, and that's why, you know, again, everybody says I hate on all the stuff, but the reality is that I have tried so much over the last 25 years that, you know, it's not that I'm, you know, I don't like this or I don't like that. It's just that when you have something that's extremely good, like a Russell's 15, or a Wild Turkey Beacon,
or a Willet 27,
you know, things like that, it piques your taste buds to the point.
But even like, I had someone ask me once, they were like, you know, I told them I was into it, I showed them a picture of my collection, and they're like, oh, what do you think of Pappy? You know? And it's like, we've had them, and they're not bad, but like, they're not worth what people pay for them.
Yeah.
I would pay a price for them that's a little higher just to have them.
Yeah.
But in terms of like, is it worth it to pay that? He's like, well, someone gave me it as a gift, and I'm like, yeah, you should just open it and try it, but it's not like it's not gonna be that good.
You know,
some of those bottles are just worth more closed
because they're rare. They're so rare.
Yeah. What's funny is that every time I go out and somebody says, "Oh man, you're in the bourbon," and they show me their collection, I always like, man, that's nice. I was like, let me show you what we got. And I always show him Mike's collection.
Yeah, he does call Mike's collection our collection for some reason.
It's our collection, It's like, yeah, we got a lot of stuff.
Actually, this is Mike's collection behind us.
Yeah, look what we got. Look what we got.
But in y'all's defense, I mean, you guys have probably 20, 30 bottles at my house.
Yeah.
That you guys just leave. Every time you guys come over, oh yeah, just keep it here. Keep it here.
Can we talk about that for a minute? Let's be honest. I bring bottles to your house all the time, and you tell me, Joe, I already have that bottle and it's open. Don't open yours.
Yes.
Which is really frustrating.
Because
I can't remember everything you have. I can barely remember everything I have.
Text me and ask me if I have it or not.
I know, but I'm trying to do a favor. I have a bottle you don't have that I'm going to bring over. But I'm not going to tell you what it is because you'll go buy it.
Not Knob 15. I don't have Knob 15.
No, you don't have Knob 15. Yeah. But that bottle's almost gone.
I do have Knob 21 though. Booyah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, he dropped that bomb on us yesterday.
Booyah.
Yeah, out of the blue.
I have it, guys. What?
Yep, out of the blue. Like, I was sitting there talking about it, drooling over Knob 21, and Mike's like, yeah, I just showed up.
You guys, if you haven't seen our Knob episode, check it out. We did, 12, 15, 18, right?
I thought we did 15 and...
I think we did 12, 15, 18.
15 and No Granddad.
Oh, I can't remember now.
Do we do...
I don't know.
Have we not done 18 on the show?
Well, I don't think we've done 18 on the show.
Oh, we should, because now he's got the 21. If we open that, that's 15, 18, 21.
I think we've only done 12, 15, and Old Granddad.
But Knob is good, dude. I like those ones.
Why did we do Old Granddad with that?
Because it was 15, 16.
It's a beam.
Yeah, and also a 16 year. The Old Granddad was...
Oh, that's what it was, 15,
16.
That's what it was, yep. And again, if anybody can find a Knob 15, because it's not readily available.
It's the hardest one to find of all of them.
Yes, for us in
Florida. Yeah.
The only way I got that was you negotiated. The only reason you don't have it is because you negotiated that as part of a deal with... I think you got a Pappy out of that one. I
can't remember. I do know what deal you're talking about.
But you know what I'm talking about. Because that was after we stayed overnight.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Listen, I do appreciate it. And you know darn well that I would give you that bottle of 15 and leave it at your house. It's like... No. I'm not trying to be... But I do appreciate it. But I think you were
is good.
You were like, oh, Joe, you want this 15 too? We'll throw that in. And I'm like... Yeah, let's do that. And then after we did it, I was like, I have one bottle you don't have. One out of all the bottles. So what usually happens, for those of you who are listening, is, if a bottle comes out, Mike will get it definitely within a day or two, of it dropping. And then I'll just wait until I accidentally find it. And then I'll be all excited. But it's like, we've already had it, like creme brulee. Well, actually, I got creme brulee before you, I think.
You did?
That was one I was proud of. I did pick up a creme brulee, and then you're like, I'm going to buy 6 of them.
Yeah. No. I only bought 2, and I think one was for the house and one was for here.
I do have
maybe
2.
one was for you or something. I can't remember.
Yeah. They're good, though. I mean,
creme brulee is one of the better ones.
Creme brulee. Oh, that's right. We did do that on episode 2, so check that one out. What do we have on that one? Creme brulee, forget. Some Penelope. It was a Penelope episode. Yeah, check that one out.
Yeah, Penelope is for real.
He said Penelope yesterday when we were talking to somebody about bourbon, and I literally said Penelope and was like,
"Yeah, the person was right." What?
I said it's Penelope is what he means.
Yeah. Well, we're going to move on here to the Rickhouse proof soft red wheat, which is going to have a little bit more of a bite to it. I'm hoping it's going to be a little more complex.
Is it just because it's hotter?
Well, it is just a little higher proof, but I'm hoping that the complexity comes out. What is this one, Mike? Does it say on there?
It don't say proof on here, I don't think.
Does Rickhouse proof mean it's not proof down?
120.
Yeah, 120.1.
You think they proof it down or no?
I bet they do.
Probably because
they call it barrel proof otherwise, right?
Yeah, well, it probably comes out 130.
John, we do need to sign up for the executive steward class.
I mean,
what is it? November?
There is some. What you want to look at it? There is some cool things about it. Like I was able to do a pick. So
talk about that. Did we talk about that yet?
I don't think so.
Yeah, talk about that pick.
So I did a pick, executive bourbon pick with St. Augustine Distillery, which is the distillery I did my class through because it has to be in a distillery because they teach you everything and you actually do the stuff. Like you put the the mash into all the stuff and you actually taste the hearts, heads, and tails. Like you actually taste all that. Like the class is awesome. I think you guys definitely should do it. I don't think you'll have a problem passing at all. I think
you're impressed with my knowledge of
the
Bottle of Bond Act?
I honestly think that John can pass it right now. Like without the class,
taking it, he's already an
he could take
steward.
it 100%. Like you should be. What do they call that when they do that? Like honorary degrees or whatever.
I think I will struggle with the tasting though. I don't think I'm a good taster.
They do have a tasting thing, but you guys done my little pack of the little sniffers and
they're obvious.
So I mean, it. I think once you're in there and that you're concentrating on it, that's all you're doing. I think you'll be fine.
That's a good one.
But yeah, so we were able to do a pick with St. Augustine. So they called all their executive bourbon stewards that have graduated from there, and then we all did a pick, and it was awesome. I personally picked. So it was 3 barrels. I picked the oldest one, not only because it was the oldest. I actually didn't know it was the oldest at first. But to me, it was just the most complex.
You said it was St. Augustine Distillery. Shout out.
Yeah.
St. Augustine Distillery, if you haven't had their stuff.
St. Augustine Distillery, they do have some cool stuff. If you're into gin, I believe they have like the #1 rated gin like ever or something. Like It's kind of cool. Well, I'm not into gin. I don't like gin, but yeah. So they do have some bourbon stuff. The Saint is good. They have a couple other ones that are pretty good. The reason they do catch a lot of slack in the bourbon, scene or industry is that because they're in Florida, obviously it doesn't get as cold and whatever. And their stuff is usually aged anywhere between 2 to 5 years. Like they don't really have stuff that's like super old.
Yeah.
But I think some of the stuff is good.
Well, I think you got to give everybody an opportunity. I mean, it's like anything else. Is Buffalo Trace and Wild Turkey. They all started somewhere. You know what I mean? They all had 2 to 5 year juice, and that's what they were pushing. That's what they were selling. They were improving. They were getting better, and I think that's what St. Augustine's doing. Is that they're getting to market. They're getting out there. They're marketing well, and the evolution of the distillery. I think they're going to grow, and it's going to get better. And
it's just a hard business because of the time it takes to age them.
100%.
Did you guys notice about this bottle though? Is this one? Which one we tried? The red one. Yeah. Did you guys notice about this? So the label has the floor percentage. They moved this bottle or the barrel. Did you guys talk about that?
And it tells you that. No, we didn't talk about it.
It talks about how long it's in each floor.
Yeah.
So this barrel was moved. It's about 2% of its length, which was aged 6 years at floor 1, 4% at floor 2, 13% at floor 3. Most of its life, 77% at floor 4, and 4% at floor 5. So that's actually a pretty unique thing. They don't move bottles up and down the floors usually.
Yeah, but I think it should.
While they're aging.
Well, you can tell it definitely helps with the profile,
the complexity of it.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Up and down.
Do other distilleries do that?
I don't know. I mean,
that's a cool, unique thing.
Anybody
shout
that
out
knows
to Holladay.
Yeah.
I mean, if other distilleries do it, they definitely don't
don't talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't think they do. Cool. Like the only one I can think of is remember that Whistlepig did that Snout to tail? So what
this one has it too, look.
Oh, so they booked? No, it's 100% on
But this one is, this is 100%.
So that one moved around.
Yeah.
But remember that Snout to tail, the whole thing, I might be getting this wrong, and if I'm wrong, comment.
The Whistlepig.
Yeah, the Whistlepig Snout to tail, but what they supposedly did was when they rotated the barrel, and it was like Snout to tail.
That's why it's called
it's called that, right?
Yeah.
And it also was terrible, but that's different conversation. That's why you're seeing the price go from what I pay for it.
Well, I did feel bad for you on that one because you bought it and you spent $100 and
hey, I was just trying to contribute, guys.
Yeah, well, at the time, Joe,
I left it at your house.
Yeah, Joe's like, every bottle I buy is garbage.
Actually, I thought it was heat. It's
true.
No, it is.
It's right there.
Yeah, there we have it.
Yeah, it's really not.
Do
that
you think
bad.
I bought a good bottle that you guys like?
Well, yeah, that new Booker's is the best Booker's I've had
Yes.
in a long time.
So I did get a Booker's at MSRP from a Sam's Club, which is a big deal because that's hard to find.
Yeah, it was the 2502.
Yeah, and I texted you guys, and you both were like, But then we tried it, and you were like, oh, that's the old Booker's, and I said, that's what I read about it. $2.25.
Yes, it's very.
And
good.
that is the best Booker's I think I've had.
Yeah,
like Booker's, not Little Book, not Infinite, not whatever.
Hands down.
But
yeah, I mean, we've got quite a few Bookers up here.
We'll do a Booker's episode.
Yeah, we'll do one, but reality is like, they're okay. I'm not gonna say they're bad. They're
just hot. For me, they taste hotter than what they.
Yeah, and I think this one is hot. The 2502 is still like 125 or something.
Yeah, it's around there.
But the flavor, they've knocked it out of the park. So I got to give them. This one is one of the best Bookers I've had in probably 7 years. And
it's just hard with those because, like, remember that Little Book Chapter 8 was like their first rye.
That was rough.
It was awful. I literally traded that because it was so terrible.
But the Infinite is awesome.
The Infinite's
It
good.
is very good.
And a cool story because they basically pick barrels from each, like, all the family, basically the family tree.
Man,
We gotta say, Ben Holladay, go get it. It is awesome. This is my third pour of the Rickhouse.
It is a
Yes.
good one.
It's
It is so good.
And I love
Very
the
good.
concept of like moving it up
Dude.
the floors.
Yep.
Freak, dude,
Yeah.
that is so good. The
Yeah,
nose
make sure
is
you
delicious.
guys, give them
Wow.
a try because it is extremely good bourbon.
And it's pretty easy to find too.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, like
At least
any
the soft
Total
red
Wine,
wheats.
Any Total Wine.
Yeah.
Any other, like any liquor store, you probably
Absolutely.
find.
And
these
again,
too.
next UCF game, make sure you.
Good nights.
Yep.
Charge on.
Yep, E6 will be there. You'll see the big black tent with our beautiful faces on it. Whiskey Wise Man.
You'll know it's our faces because John Terrell will be white.
Yep, yep. Since we brought that up, yep. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Another great episode.
God, that's so good.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
We should have done this one earlier.
Mm-hmm.
It is so good.